Hello YouTube, this is Vacuum Addict today, and today we're just going to do a video how explaining a couple of trade secrets on cleaning a Dyson v10 or v11 bin. Now there is an issue there where if you clean a bin, I like to wipe my bins out personally. Dyson always just show you to use the little dusting brush, and they also show you to use a dry cloth, but quite often a dry cloth won't actually get the stains out and it won't get rid of the odours, because if you suck up things like if you've got pets and things, a dry cloth's not actually going to get rid of the smell out of it. So I'm just going to show you a little video on how I would clean the bin. Well, the first thing is about filter washing. You don't really want to soak this filter in very long. You really want to wash this one under the tap. This at the top here is made of like a papery stuff, so if you soak this, you could damage the pleated filter. So I would say to sort of like, but the first thing you want to do, what I've found, if you wash the filter without brushing this section off, you don't actually get the filters clean. I've actually had to wash this one twice. So what you want to do is when you first wash your filter, you want to brush that into the bin like that and get rid of all the dust on it. Or you could use another vacuum. That could be another way of doing it. So this filter in general is a better design than the original cone-shaped filters, because the cone-shaped filters used to hide the dust at the bottom of the filter. So that's that one generally done. Oh, and the other thing is, after you wash it, you want to sort of put it on a bit of string, and ideally either have it hung above a radiator. You could put it underneath. The underneath's going to take longer, or the best way is to actually have it on the washing line. I find that's probably a good way, but obviously in the UK in the winter months you can't always do that. So piece of string like that helps it dry. It also it helps it to drip as well. The other thing is, never use hot water with these. Always watch the seals with these as well, because these can start whistling if you use hot water, or if you stick it on top of the radiator like that, you could damage the seals. So you want to have it above the radiator, not touching the radiator ever. So let's get on with my bin cleaning technique. As you can see, my bin, I think that was a spider. If you suck up, like if you've got pets and some of the stuff that you suck up is a little bit damp, it can go onto the side of the bin. So what you want to do now, you want to empty the bin, this bit here, into a bin. I always do it outside into the back, into the main bin liner, outside ideally, because you don't really want to do it in your house if you can help it, because in your house the dust goes back into the house. So always, if you can, do it outside, preferably into your main bin that the council takes, or if you empty your bin bag, you know, if you're going to change your bin, if you're going to empty your bin bag, take the bin bag outside and then empty your Dyson into it. That's a good tip as well to do. And it shows you on the 360i, if you've got one, you want to, quite often this section here gets like hairs and that stuck to it, even though this shroud is supposed to wipe it clean. It does wipe it clean to a point, but the other thing you want to do is just demonstrate. I'll try to do it two-handed here. Is you want to brush this like that.
Don't do it.
You want to brush that and get the hair off. You get the fibres from your carpets and rugs stuck to them. So that's another tip to do. So the next bit really is now to actually wipe clean the bin. Now I use And it's no, I'm not advertising here, but these wipes are pretty cheap. I think these for 80 wipes are 90p or something. These are a nice lemon scent. So what we want to do here is wipe this like that. But when you wipe anything off and make anything damp, you don't really want to, you want to also get in this little hole here. You also want to check the hole when you're cleaning. You want to stick something in the hole as well to make sure it's all clean. So you want to wipe this off like that, and you're getting the dirt off the thing. The dirt will actually stick to it. Now, if you wipe the seals off on these, and it is a fact, I've googled it. Sorry, I went onto the Dyson website. I actually sent one of these back because my bin wasn't operating properly, and I'm going to show you how to cure that. Because if you wipe these seals off now, because it's going against a metal shroud, it actually grips to it. So I'm going to show you another way of doing this. So what you want to do now is wipe this out as well. So you just want to get your wipe and wipe inside like that. So just really want to clean it. If you wipe your seals off, they actually help to seal the actual dusting better than a dirty one, because quite often you get clumps of hair. You used to, on the older ones, used to get clumps of hair at the top of the older bins, like the uprights and the cylinders. So I think this is generally a better design. Now this is the problem now. If you wipe this seal here off, which is made of like a silicone stuff, to actually hygienically clean it, right, you're actually stopping the thing from working. So I'm just gonna demonstrate. We'll put this one, we'll let this one dry, and then I'm gonna demonstrate, and then I'll show you a little tip, a little secret tip. I found this tip on the Dyson, I think it was on Dyson.com, and it was on the reviews of it, and it was sort of like, it was basically somebody from Dyson told a secret of how they did it. But I'll just like to share some of these owners, because like I say, I've had issues with the bin. I like to clean my bins, and I was amazed that if I properly clean the bin, then you actually cause issues with this one, which is, you know, bizarre. It shouldn't be like that, you know, because at the end of the day, a bagless machine, when you got a bag machine, you replace the bag and it's nice and fresh inside. When you wash your filters, if you've still got your dog dander and stuff like that, you're still going to get the smell. So just by wiping this one out maybe once a week, or every, you know, say weekly or monthly. I mean, I do it mine because my house is not as dirty as other people's houses. I do mine once a month at the when the filters are getting cleaned. I would recommend, if you're gonna do this, to let it dry for at least 3 or 4 hours. So we'll come back and I'll show you the little trick. The other tip I've got, what you want to do this. If you've got your bin bag on a concrete floor, don't do it actually on a concrete floor like I'm doing here now. If you tap the bin out gently, I mean, this is a fairly new machine here, look. There is dust. So you want to tap that out gently, you know, once a month. And all the dust that is trapped in the cyclones and in this section here will come out. So you want to leave this one, like I said, at least an hour to dry. Now what we're going to do now, I'm going to put this one back together, and we're just going to show you an issue now. If you wipe this one clean, which an average person would think, well, I'll wipe it clean, you know, bagless machines do need to be wiped clean, in my mind. So you want to put this one back together, get it back into here, push it in. I think it's in now. Click it in. Now what you want to do now, you want to pull this back See now, look, the operation of this bin, look, as you can see, it's quite stiff now. So the problem with it is it's this bit here, this silicone seal, because this is really clean and that is really clean, it actually stops at use. Even if you've got dust in it, it'll still do it. So what you want to do, you want to get, and I'm not looking at brands here, this is just what I've got hanging around the house. You want some Johnson's baby powder. And what you want to do now, and I'll just show you now, you only want to use a very little bit of this, mind you. All you want, that's probably too much. And what you want to do now is smear this onto the seal. So now I've just microscopically smeared a little bit onto the seal here. I can just about see it there, look. Just a little bit now. And then you want to smear a little bit on this seal as well. Clean. You actually have to make it dirty now. So this here now will help with the sliding over the actual sheath. The other thing you want to do as well is to smear a little bit around here and inside there as well, because it also does catch there. And by doing all that, you're just making it slide better. You've got to make sure this bit here is absolutely bone dry. You may think, oh, by your finger, that's dry. You want to leave it, you say, a good hour or so. Outside is better, you know, in the summer months for an hour, but yeah, you want to do it like before you go to bed or something, you know. So this little minute little bit of baby powder, it don't matter. I mean, you know, most people have them in their houses, to be honest with you. Say now, you'll find now that this will slide really easy now, just like it was when it was brand new. So there you go, it's now sliding really easy now. That little bit of baby powder does make a difference. So now the bin should operate exactly how it was when it's brand new. And if you keep doing this after you deep clean your bin, it should help. Just a little video. I found this tip actually on the Dyson forum, or not on the forum, actually on the Dyson reviews, when they reviewed the machine. Like I say, buy just this stuff here. Does save a lot of problems. I mean, I know people have problems because it's a different design to the I know the V8 never had a problem with it because it was a slightly different design, because it's this cylinder point and shoot design. It does gum up here. This is part of the problem as well. If it doesn't slide off this very well, it has an issue. This bit here, it's got the silicone is rubbing across this metal sheath, and then this thing here as well, just want a little bit on there. It's just like, it does improve the lubrication on the seals. Probably you could use it on the bottom of like a upright bin as well, because sometimes they don't quite, after a while they don't quite open and shut like they used to, like the DC 40s and 41s. I think the 41 had an issue with it, so that would help as well. So thanks for watching. Just a little informative video how I actually clean my bin and how I actually clean the v11, or most cordlesses. And it generally, they make even after 2 years, if you keep wiping the bins out and cleaning them, they actually, like you say, work better as well, because there's less, because once these bits here get gummed up, that's where you lose your airflow on there. So you obviously want to keep them clean. So yeah, bye for now. Please subscribe to Vacuum Man 8. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.